What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. The last episode, we started the hunt for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, and while we were in Denerim, we did pick up a quest to do these dead drops for somebody called Kay. We took care of the spoiled princess in the Denerim market one, and while we're in Redcliffe, I figured we may as well drop this off. He placed the deserved payment in the dead drop as Kay requested. Alright, now the last one to do is Orzammar, and since Haven is our last major location before Orzammar, it's gonna be where we're heading next. Now, last episode we did start the quest for the Urn of Sacred Ashes. We found out that Genitivi's assistant was not quite who he said he was. Turns out he was a plant from this dragon cult. That dragon cult also tried to kill us at Lake Calenhad, but now we found out where their little mountain is. And we did, of course, dispose of the false assistant, so nobody else is going to be sent to their deaths there. Now, we don't actually have to run up here. We can just open the big old map, and we can head to the village of Haven. Remote village nestled in the mountains. It is not even marked on most maps. Head there right now. We already have the party I want. And area unlocked. The village of Haven. See what's in store for us here. Already a very eerie, creepy place. Lonely mountain. One guard.
What are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here.
Not exactly rolling out the welcome wagon, is he? So this is Haven.
What do you want?
We're not just going to confront him about the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Given what we know about the cult, I suspect this would end in an immediate fight. Is there a brother Genitivi here?
Who? Perhaps revered Father Eirik will know of whom you speak. Unfortunately, he's ministering to the villagers at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
A revered father, huh? That's new. I wonder what this means.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition.
Are your traditions very different from ours?
Our ways are not the ways of the lowland cities.
I had some questions about Haven.
Ask and be on your way.
How long has Haven been here?
Haven's always been here. My family knows no other home.
Who's in charge of the village?
Father Eirik is our spiritual leader and guide. He's in the chantry giving a sermon. You should not disturb him.
Why haven't I heard of Haven before?
We keep to ourselves. We see no need to announce our presence to the world. It's more peaceful that way.
So as we know, the only people who have fathers, to our knowledge, like revered fathers like this in a chantry would be Minrathis and Tevinter.
Then perhaps you should return to the lowlands.
Whatever this place is doing, it definitely diverges from the chantry. Have you heard? Why do you have a revered father? Priests are women.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition.
Right. I would like to explore Haven for a while.
We do not appreciate lowlanders looking about our home as though it was some sort of zoo.
Very well, excuse me.
You may trade for supplies at the shop if you wish. Then I suggest you and your companions leave.
Did it just get a lot colder, or is it just me?
They are hiding something. 'Tis obvious, is it not?
Morgan, as always, calling it how it is, right on its face. So he doesn't want my tourism, but he does want my coin. He told us to go to the local local pick-me-up store, so we are going to do that. Take a look around first, of course, regardless of what he wants. My loot goblin exploration will always get the better of me. Some death root back here. We are going to avoid this building for now. Grab the death root.
Who are you? You shouldn't be here.
Do you know Brother Genitivi?
Who? Why would you come here looking for someone? Lowlanders don't belong here. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Let's see if we can get something out of him. I bet you're a clever boy. What do you know about Haven?
Haven is Haven. But I have a secret. Do you want to see?
Yes, show me. The boy pulls out something from his pocket and shows it to you. A finger bone, bleached white by the sun and polished through constant handling. Where did you get that?
Over by the mountain. It's lucky. I keep it with me. Don't tell anyone, alright?
Right, so we're gonna slowly back away from the demon child. There's always a creepy kid whenever there's a cult involved.
So tell me.
Given on the small facts that we know about the cult so far,
Abominations running rampant.
they have a
Crocodiles
chantry,
ready
but
to
it's
slaughter
led by a
every
male,
mage in
like
sight.
Tavinta does it.
Yes, it rather met all my
They've been executing
expectations.
everybody who's tried to look for this place.
Getting your training there instead of
So it's a little suspicious why he just tells us to go on up to the
My mother
store.
didn't nearly have as
I'm definitely expecting a knife in the back at some point here. I guess we could try and talk to people along the way.
We have nothing you'd want. Please go.
Right. Very convincing. The Avars. I'm hoping this merchant up here is going to have a backpack.
This should be easy enough.
Definitely on the market for some more inventory space. We're at 120. I don't believe that's the cap. My brain wants to say it's at least 130, so there is one more to get. I know of one in Orzammar, but there might be others sneaking around somewhere. Let's head to the shop.
Who are you? You're not from Haven.
Why does everyone tell me that like I don't already know it?
We don't get very many visitors.
Can you tell me about Haven?
How would you describe the place you know only as home?
Have you seen a man called the Brother Gen on TV?
No, I've never heard that name.
This is the shop. I'd like to trade.
I don't have much, but I suppose you can take a look.
Let's see what he does have. Andraste's arrows. Interrupt spellcasting. Interesting. Right, we're here for one thing, really. We'll pick up the health potions while we're here. Can never hurt to have more. He does not have a backpack. That's disappointing. Alright, you creepy little man. Don't mind, do you?
What are you doing? That's private!
Oh, I apologize. What's back here that you're keeping such a secret?
Oh! No, you don't!
Now that we cleaned his inventory, let's take a look.
This should be easy enough.
Got a corpse back here. The armor and clothing left on this dismembered man indicate
As you wish.
that he was from Redcliffe, one of All Eamon's knights. But one of the knights did make it up here. Now I wonder if we head outside, everybody knows what just went down in here or not.
I sense some
They do. Okay, so right away you see this little mage in the back. I'm gonna kill him before he casts his nonsense.
thing drawing near.
That's the end of him. Alistair hit a taunt. They lined up perfectly for our dual sweep. See a lot of cultist reavers around here, and this is actually the location that you do pick up that specialization. You're gonna have to make a morality sacrifice for it, as is the case with a lot of the specializations you pick up here, but I will show you how to get it. I think I might save scum for it. I wasn't actually intended on making any kind of guide on the specializations for this game, because I started this playthrough on my old PC where I had every achievement for Origins, and so the specializations are forever. They carry across playthroughs. Once you get it in one playthrough, you have it in all of them. Just noticed that that's why at the start of this Let's Play there wasn't any achievements popping up, and now there is. That's because that was on my old PC. But now I'm on my new PC. I gotta do all that stuff again, so I'll likely do it on camera. I unfortunately can't show you guys how to get Blood Mage anymore because we're already past that on my old PC, but again, the way you would get that is by going into the Fade with Connor and you make a deal with the Desire Demon and she'll give you Blood Magic. I think that's the only way to get Blood Mage in this game, but I will check it just in case, and if there is another way I'll show you guys. Finally go in that creepy little house down here. Didn't miss the XP. Then we'll fight our way up the mountain. Got a love letter. We've been in the market for those. This altar appears to have been used recently. A pool of blood remains, running over the sides in dark rivulets.
Used for food preparation, perhaps?
I don't think so.
I'm just trying to be optimistic. The other explanation is slightly more disturbing.
That is human blood.
How do you know?
I just do. I also know that no one can lose that much blood and live.
This village is not quite what it seems, is it?
Yeah, I imagine this is where they've been butchering the knights and then hiding the bodies elsewhere, and hopefully they haven't been eating the knights. Hope that's not meal prep. I guess we'll find out as we progress. We already found one dead knight. I'm sure the list is very long of the people they've killed. Who knows how long Wayland's impersonator and the rest of those cultists have been sending people to their deaths. Hopefully Brother Genetivi didn't meet the same fate. We do need him. The fact that these cultists are just throwing themselves at us with no armor is a very good, like, telltale sign of how much they're just zealots. They have no concern for their own life at all here. They're just throwing themselves at us. They can do nothing to us ultimately. Like, at least these guys are armed. We have all these villagers in like sacks running at us, trying to throw hands with us.
On it.
No concern for their own safety. Your zealotry. We made it up to the chantry. Swing around and get the loot real fast.
We are blessed beyond measure. We are chosen by the holy and beloved to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up your voices and despair not, for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her... Ah, welcome. I heard we had a visitor wandering about the village. I trust you've enjoyed your time in Haven so far?
The chantry would be having a fit right now, seeing that there's a male mage giving a sermon. You killed the Knights of Redcliffe. I saw the bodies.
This, my brothers, is what happens when you let an outsider into the village. They have no respect for our privacy.
No respect?
He will tell others of us if we let him. Word will spread, and then what? You, stranger, do not understand our ways. You would bring war to Haven in your ignorance.
What about Brother Genetivi? What have you done to him?
We don't owe you any explanations for our actions. We have a sacred duty. Failure to protect her would be a greater sin. All will be forgiven.
Right, so he's just insane. Let's go ahead and get him out of the way real fast. That's the end of Elric. Alistair, Tom, please. The mages are getting a lot of attention. If it matters, they actually all just got slept. Morgan's tactics are very, very strong right now. A little hidden door back there. What do you have on you, Elric? Cultist medallion, a very large bronze disc bearing the symbol of Andraste. Health potion. What are you hiding back here, you sneaky little fucks? Oh, we found Brother Genetivi. Imagine we had never, like, started that fight. He would have been back behind this wall and we would have never known the difference.
Who are you? They've sent you to finish it.
Did they break his legs? What's going on? Brother Genetivi.
You're not one of them, thank the Maker.
Are you alright?
What do you think? Weeks of scant food and water, the torture. Oh, I've never felt better.
I get the point. Can I do anything for you?
The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot.
We have a healer. Win, can you help?
I can set the leg and ease some of the pain, but he'll need a lot of rest in order to heal.
I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain.
How do you know?
My research led me to Haven, and I have heard the villagers talking. I know the urn is here. Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked, but I know what the key is. Eirik wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it.
This medallion?
Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside, and I will show you.
He wants to come with us? Are you sure you can make the journey?
It is not that far, and will you let me lean on you? For the urn, any pain is worth enduring.
You know, when we were reading the codexes, it said that he falsified a lot of his adventures, but given what I'm seeing, I don't think that's the case. This dude is dedicated. Could you answer some questions for me first?
All right. What is on your mind?
Do you know about the knights who were sent to look for you?
Yes, of course. How could I forget? Eirik said they were ambushed, some killed, a few brought back to Haven to be questioned. He was so self-righteous about it, so smug. He seemed pleased that he had tortured and murdered these men.
Eirik's not going to be bothering anyone else for a while.
Good. Eirik and his fellows were a blemish in the Maker's sight. If the Maker would even deign to look upon this world, that is.
For a long while.
Let's just talk about something else now, shall we?
Haven. It's a little odd, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't exactly what I expected it to be.
Yeah, but why does Haven have revered fathers?
I do not know. When the Chantry was established, it was decided that only female priests would ever be ordained. It is possible that the villagers, the disciples of Andraste, predate the Chantry and so have no knowledge of the Chantry's rules.
What do you know about Haven and its people?
They call themselves the disciples of Andraste, and they are very, very devoted. One could say fanatically so. They must
You
be
think?
here to protect the urn, but they speak of Andraste as though she was still alive.
Is that possible?
I'm old enough to know that anything is possible, child. Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
What were the villagers doing with you?
They seemed intent on finding out personal information about me, where I grew up, things like that.
That's curious. Oh, actually, yeah, we do know why they were doing that. They were planning to place a fake Agena TV in Denerim.
How do you know?
There was an imposter Wayland at your house.
An imposter? What happened to the real Wayland?
I'm sorry, but he's dead.
Oh, poor Wayland. I should never have dragged you into this. Maker take you into his hands, my boy.
I'm sorry, brother.
He believed in me, even when I lost faith in myself. I will honor his memory. Was there something else you wanted to say?
Right, I am ready to leave for the temple.
Ah, good. Help me up here. I'll try not to slow us down.
Right, make sure you're very careful here. Now there's a slight problem that I just noticed. I'll be right back, Brother Genetivi. Well, I actually can't just travel straight back. That takes me to the world map. Okay. We might have missed some loot, though.
Here we are. Give me the medallion, and let's see if I remember. Yes, you see, it can be manipulated, just like this. And there. A key to open the way.
How did you know how to do that?
There are very few keys like this left in the world, but I have seen some. When you find the right combination, it just feels right. It is hard to explain. Now, let's see if we can open this door. There should be a place to insert this.
He's worth his soul as an adventurer too.
What I would give to have seen this hall in
Figured out the
all its
lock pretty
splendor,
fast.
as it was meant to be. Still, sweep away the ice and the snow, and traces of beauty remain.
You need to stay alert now, brother.
I'm sorry, what? I was a little distracted, I apologize. These carvings were created just after Andraste's death, and they may reveal things about her life that we do not yet know. I think I need more time to study these statues and carvings.
You want to stay here. Is it safe?
I could not keep up with you with my injuries. I should be safe. I don't think there are any villagers here. Go, I will be all right. Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you to the Urn.
Thank you. You've been a great help.
It's my job. Just be careful, that's all I ask. The temple is perilous. I'll be right here if you need me. Now
I'm actually glad he's staying here. I would hate to have the death of the world's greatest scholar on my hands. Yeah, he's gonna be needed going forward for future things. Get down this side path first. Adventurer. Sealed letter. We'll read about that later.
I sense something drawing near.
Again, the zealotry here. That no armor, no weapons. They're throwing hands of plate mail. Private documents. A taper. Sure, we'll take that. I wonder if we can use that as a weapon. One of those things. A beautifully designed place. Again, just really bringing it home, even with the limitations they had back when they made this game. They still managed to craft a really beautiful environment here. I need a key for this door. What about down here?
This should be easy enough.
Scroll pile. Ancient encrypted scrolls. Have a book. The Old Gods.
As you wish.
Another scroll of Banastor. We need 5 of those. I think we have 3 now.
On it.
It's a longbow, but I'll take the XP. Alright, we did pick up a quest just now. Forgotten verses. Find someone who can decipher the strange scrolls. You found some scrolls in a language you cannot decipher. You've taken them with you in hopes that someone you encounter on your travels will be able to translate them. Perhaps we'll give that to the Holy Relic woman in Denerim. She might be able to mess with that. If not, maybe Brother Genetivi can. He is a scholar. Been around the block. Or anything. I want to know if there's a mage here. It doesn't look like it unless he's up yonder. Love the finishes. Yeah, the Reaver. Margan did really good and put all these guys to sleep. Fought our way up the staircase. There is no mage, that's good. And loot up. This soundtrack here also helps to paint a great atmosphere to this place. Let's go towards the left first, towards the violence. Was not expecting a Bronto. This is the first time we're going to actually see one of these. We'll get that dead as soon as we can. Bronto's corpse is actually still here with paralyze. What you guys seeing there? Keep on clearing down the line.
trap.
Indeed. Gotta be sneaky with us. Morrigan. Oh, she already cast sleep. Let's do. Maybe we can do a sweep. Hit a bunch of people with paralyzed. The beauty of putting that on daggers as a rogue. You can apply that AO as an AoE effect on a huge mob if you get lucky enough with the hit chance.
Let's get
Text. Another scroll of Banastor, and that's the 5th. That's why our quest is updated. We're good now. We can go ahead and turn that into the collective at some point.
On it.
Reva had a lyrium potion.
This should be easy enough.
Go on here first. Both these are mages, so we just mana clash the whole area. Again. Beautiful. Alistair popped one. Morrigan pop Mind Blast. It's gonna stun everybody that survived. Gonna line ourselves up in the doorway for a dual sweep. Alistair has Taunt again. We're gonna go ahead and pop. Okay, everybody focused on him. Perfect lineup for a dual sweep. Somebody gave us a misdirection hex. Oh, it's this cheeky little mage back here. I see. Suck on that.
Ready for action.
Loot in here first. You see, Mana Clash is just the cure-all for mages. Human mages, emissaries, doesn't matter. If it uses magic, if it has a mana bar instead of a stamina bar, that ability is going to one-shot it. It's very reliable. As long as you cast it yourself. Not so reliable when the AI is doing the casting. Learned that over the course of this Let's Play. Oh, that looks good. Oh, you're shining for a second. The Lonely Reva.
This should be easy enough.
Thirsty Scrolls, Chasing Sackmead. Gonna be good for our thirsty companion in the future. I almost missed this book. Sermons of Divine Renata. In the ornate chest, we have a southeast chamber key. We know where we're going with that. We already ran into that locked door. Run our ass all the way back. And they have a lot of mages in here, which is interesting considering they're Andraste's faithful. They have so many mages. You know, Andraste's whole thing about magic servant man not ruling over him, but their leader was a mage too. Literally, it was magic ruling over him. I'm actually gonna go deal with this right now because I really don't want these people around Brother Genetivi at all. I see you, crafty little mage back there. That's his ass. He did get the spell off though. That's gonna sting. Never mind, it didn't explode. Wonderful. I'll step up your tone. Keep these guys away from Genetive. Again, I don't want his death on my conscience. That would be a crying shame to the entirety of Thedas. Who's gonna write the books?
Let's get started.
So what bomb? You're good back here, Raj, on the TV? Indeed he is. Okay. Gotta make sure. Now is this where the lock chamber was? I believe so. Yes. Behind door number 1. Main hole key, we needed that. Pivot to shield, so. And acolyte staff. There we go, we needed to progress at least. Notice the Jinn at TV said they speak as if Andraste is alive too, so not only are they claiming to have the real Andraste, but they're also led by mages and they have a male leader of the Chantry instead of a female. There's lots of things that don't make sense going on here.
Right.
Fallen
Let's
Knight.
get started.
Leather armor and armor of diligence. 5 health regeneration in combat. That's definitely not bad. That's the end of that. There's a cave in right there. Maybe we can swing around from the other side. Onwards to the main hall. That's how you know shit's about to hit the fan, when it gives you a save like that. Yeah, this place just looks like it was gonna be a shit show. Right, Mr. Mage. Got that.
You actually think you have a chance? Frantic? I can see why.
Beautiful. The shades drop anything? There's something with this brazier. I think we can light it. I think we're supposed to. The Holy Brazier. That's some kind of magic spell that happened there. I don't know if you can always light that or if you need the taper candle lighter thing for that. We clearly see there's some kind of magic going on there when we lit it.
Trap.
Indeed, lots of traps here.
Trap. Trap. Trap.
Alistair. Don't walk into that.
Trap. Let's get started.
Alright, now you can go ahead, Alistair.
On it.
Morgan coming in clutch with the sleep. She's very good at what she does.
On it.
Very useful companion.
Right.
Takes care of them. Pretty high level traps too, that's why we got such XP for it. Again, the double mage build is just insane. You have Morrigan debuffing and stunning everything. You have Wynn constantly healing. Ash Wraith, we know about these. These are rumored to be from the ashes of Andraste herself. Now I know there's a sneaky mage somewhere. Where are you? There you are. I knew there would be. See the XP drop? That means she's dead. Kick him in the nuts. See all the different damage types every time we hit these guys. That's the benefit of all those runes.
Right.
Ancient Elven Gloves. You can get the full Ancient Elven set eventually over time in this game. You'll pick them up from multiple places. You get a piece from Lothering, a piece from the Dalish, a piece from here, and then I forget where you get the helmet from. We're actually going to swing around both sides. Both sides here lead to where we're going, but we want the XP from all the enemies, so once we're done clearing this direction, we are going to turn around and go back the other way. Already see you sneaky little mage in the back.
Arms and dangerous. Ready for action.
That actually didn't do what I wanted it to do. He didn't die. That's unfortunate. Oh, win. Cast a Winter's Grasp on him at least. Stop him from casting. Now we're gonna have to go deal with this guy ourselves. Misdirection Hex isn't good enough for that. One Reaver left in the back. Yeah, sometimes when you cast Mana Clash in like a corridor like this, the doorway will kind of get in the way. You'll see the effect, but it won't hit the target.
Right.
It wasn't quite in it, I don't think. I think it fell a little short because of the doorway. No, you won't be casting Blizzard.
On it. Time for some fun.
We definitely won't be letting him cast Blizzard on us. He tried to hit us with the good stuff, like right off the gate. Upcasting the tier 4 spell.
Trap.
Alistair almost just had a very bad day right there.
Armed and dangerous. Ready for action. Joe, you can do better than that.
Oh, this should be nice.
What is this man's armor ratio? There we go. My chance to hit is insanely high too. The PC has like 80 dexterity.
That's Archon Hysarian, the Magister who ordered Andraste burned to death and then took mercy on her at the last second.
Thank you, Alistair. Got a little lore hint there. Yeah, Hysarian is the reason why the Sword of Mercy was coined, because that's the sword he used to pierce Andraste's heart when she was burning to death. Swing all the way back for the XP. I don't want to miss anything up here. Got a little hint on where we're going next. You saw the name of that location. I am going to split the episodes after we clear this left side though. Don't want to make them too long. We'll do the Rimling layer as its own episode, and then we'll do the parts after that as their own too. Make sure each place here gets its own attention. Morgan, if you would be so kind.
Show me what you got.
And she lived that, surprisingly. Very temporarily.
It's either you or me. It's gonna be me.
The audio on Ash Race are actually quite creepy. They sound so like haunted and tormented with the way they scream. But there is a little puzzle to these chests. There is an order you can do this in. I don't actually remember it, so bear with me 1 second. Alright, now we got these chests in here. We do need to open these, but it is going to spawn enemies.
Are you with? On it.
Each one is containing an Ash Ray.
Let's get started. You had it coming.
But we want the XP, so we pull them out to fight.
Right. On it.
They can be quite hefty. You see they have a lot of knockback abilities and shit that they're doing. Definitely want Alistair to be taunting them. He remind me a lot of abominations that the Reapers make in Mass Effect, actually.
You need help?
Right. Let's make this quick, shall we?
So we try and get these things as fast as possible. The last chest is the hardest chest. This is going to be the tough one.
On it.
Never mind, excuse me. We already did them all. Yeah, those are the dummy chests, and then that's the one that you can just get the loot from.
Enemies approaching.
Now, there's been a lot of traps so far, at least in the East Wing.
Right.
Alistair, if you'd be so kind. Get this guy off the mages. It's always nice to see as you engage the battle yourself, just seeing ice and lightning and fire spamming over your shoulder, making the kill much easier. It's actually really satisfying once you set up your party tactics to kind of watch the whole thing play out while you just play your own character. Like at this point, I trust my NPCs. I trust them to do their job for the most part. Okay, now we've reached the other side, so I'll go ahead and head in and then we'll wrap the episode. Rimling Lair. Alrighty, and we got a level up for Alistair. We will hit this right quick before we wrap it up. We'll give him willpower, so that's nice and even. And then I suppose we'll give you strength. We still don't have champion for you yet, so we're holding out on his specialization point. I think it's about time we started working on his Templar abilities, don't you? We can give him more shield abilities, but honestly, I'm much more interested in having him be able to do Templar things. So, we'll go ahead and take Cleanse Aura. He purges the area of magic, removing all dispellable effects, but it also has friendly fire, so you have to be cautious when you do that. You can totally take your own buffs off. Right, where are we at on the map? Okay, it's just not going to show us. Alright, well, we'll wrap up here because it seems like there's a fight right there, so thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, there is a tip link in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you guys soon with more Dragon Age Origins. Take care, guys.